Hey, welcome back to the channel, and thanks for coming back. So, we look at a interesting find I got at the thrift store. This is the Swift One, and it's one of the newer laptops that I've run across, and it has a fingerprint scanner. It has 17-hour battery life apparently, and wide viewing angle and narrow bezel. Wow, sounds very modern. It suffers from the French Canadian keyboard, which I remapped because it's fixable. Yeah, so, otherwise, it's got like a metal sort of surface, so very MacBookish. It's got a Pentium Silver. When I saw that, I went, what the fuck is that? And it's got a massive touchpad, so we know it's modern. And you know what? When I booted it up, it said, hey, do you want to convert to Windows 11? So this is actually, believe it or not, one of the few systems I have that would actually allow me to convert to Windows 11, but I won't. It's got an Intel Pentium Silver N5000 CPU running at 1.1 gigahertz. It has 4 gigabytes soldered on, and it's running Windows 10. I haven't given it a chance to update yet because I'm power cycling these systems. I will be. Excuse me. I will be updating this, but yeah, Pentium Silver. What the hell is that? It's a Gemini Lake processor. It's running a 14 nanometer process. And yeah, very new processor. 4 cores or 4 threads. So sounds good, right? It's one of these budget things that Intel's been putting out. 2020 is the BIOS inside, and we see 4 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, but what's going on with the actual sticks? Nothing. We have no access to sticks. They're soldered on. This is like a MacBook, really. And it's running Intel UHD Graphics 605, which is probably like the newest version. We'll see how that lasts, how that does. So this is one of these really weird throwaway systems. Now, I'm going to give you a little history on this one. This laptop showed up at my local thrift store, and my thrift store has been, honestly, it's been like pilfered by resellers. And the story goes, let me just have a little sip here, hang on. Okay, so my thrift store has been pilfered by these resellers. How they work is they sit around and they literally sit by the exit of where the people who come out of the sorting area bring out their bins. And these people who bring out their bins typically will take all their stuff out to where it's supposed to sit. These people scour these bins and you have nothing left. I mean, honestly, nothing. So why the hell did this thing show up with the power supply? Now, this power supply, I'm going to give you a look at this thing. It's very proprietary. That's the power supply. I'd never be able to find this freaking power supply. It's got like this weird, really weird power supply, but it actually came with the system. So it's like, oh, so I saw this thing sitting there. I went, oh, this is weird. A newer system, power supply included. What's going on? And it's a Swift 1. Seems like a pretty decent system. And it wasn't dented or anything. Let's take a look at the top. Very MacBooky. It's all metally, and yeah, it feels metally. And yeah, feels like I'm using a MacBook or something. Look at these tiny bevels. Like, that's a telltale sign that it's new. It's got a tiny little, you know, webcam in there and everything. This is very this is very MacBook-esque, if we want to call it that. Anyway, so this guy comes up to me. He's one of the resellers. He goes, oh, don't pick this one up. Don't buy this one. I said, why? He goes, oh, I tested it. I tried to factory reinstall it twice, and it failed. And I said, you have no clue what I buy at these thrift stores. This is paradise compared to what you're talking about. I'm getting like systems that, you know, they have no hard drives, let alone something you could actually factory reinstall. So I grabbed it like a fiend. I brought it home, and well, it was super easy to fix. It's like, okay, I hooked up my USB, installed Windows 10, and done. Yeah, that's it. That's all it took. These guys were dumbfounded by the idea you actually have to install an OS on it. Anyway, what I did discover though is it isn't that great, and I'll tell you why. It's only got a 64 gigabyte hard drive, which leaves it a lot less than that to install an OS, which, you know, is fine for Windows 10, and a few apps and stuff. Here's the info on the system. It's got soldered on, with no option to expand, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and it's got a freaking soldered on hard drive. So what do we do with this thing? So very, very limited. So this is what you're stuck with. Windows 10, I put a Windows 10 Home on it. It's running very fine in terms of temperature. It's got that motherboard. It's got that. It's 64 gigabytes. It reads as 58, but it's 64 SanDisk SSD. And that's it. Like, you're stuck with this kind of a system. And honestly, this is what I see a lot going on right now with the current cheapo computers. Here's your graphics. The Intel UHD Graphics 605. It uses 128 as its dedicated memory, and it uses the rest of the RAM available to, the system RAM, to be able to supplement that. Let's see how it runs. I'm sure it'll actually give us a pretty good score, but let's find out. And honestly, I can't even get it to give me a crystal lit disk info. It just won't even tell me what's going on with the hard drive, because it's integrated right in there. So, I mean, let's face it, if the hard drive fails, your system fails. It is it's like an iPhone. You just don't plan on fixing anything on it. Don't try to upgrade it, just accept it as it is, because That's the way it is. Now, and in fairness, it does have 1080p. I'm sure it's actually going to generate decent graphics. Yeah, not bad. It's probably going to score okay because it's so modern, right? So you're not looking at like a 2010 system versus a 2020 system. So here we go. Yeah, 517. Looking at everything, the RAM is fine. The CPU's scoring good. The graphics, not bad. At 31, 109, frames per second. That's great. I mean, in general. And the hardware, well, the actual transfer rates are actually pretty dismal for an SSD, but well, it's getting the job done. So there you go, guys. That is your summary of the Swift 1. And, so there you go. This is a weird system. I'll be honest with you. I have nothing good really to say about the system. It's got, let's go through the outside of it. It's got an HDMI. Wow, USB-C. Holy crap. Couple USB traditional types. And nothing along the front, I don't think. And swinging around along the side, we got ourselves a card reader, audio, USB, couple of, lights, indicator lights, Kensington lock. Yeah, that's it. And this very, very proprietary power supply. I wouldn't have even bought it if I didn't have the power supply, because it would have been so hard to get it running. Anyway, guys, I got it sitting on some rubber stoppers. There you go, guys. So there it is. This rather uninspiring Acer system. I had dreams of being able to install something like this, which is let's take a look at this. It's an NVMe 512, which I you know what? This is a little story time. I found this in I bought a laptop bag. This came with it. Thanks, guy, whoever it was that basically donated their laptop bag. This is freaking expensive. This is awesome. If it works, I don't know if it does. Haven't had a chance to try it out. And another story here. Let's do this. Whoops. Can I do this with my hand? This is one of those things that I feel like everybody should have in their handbag, in their computer case, in their whatever. This thing is awesome. This is a Swiss Army knife, and this is one of the lesser complicated ones, but I'm going to just quickly go through this thing. It has a flat nose, it has a can opener, and you could use this for a lot of different things in a pinch. Again, bottle cap opener, again, a flat nose screwdriver. Let's shut that. Try not to cut myself. A small blade, which can be useful, especially as the other blades get dull, and a long blade. And what does it say? Official Swiss Army knife? Is that what it is? Anyway, these things are tempered steel. They're really solid. And I'll try not to cut myself as I close it. And these traditionally have been really cool jackknives to have around. It also has, in the case of emergency, get it out with one finger, with one hand. A tweezer. Yeah, it has a tweezer. I'm not going to pull it all the way out. But a metal tweezer. So if you had to get something out of your eye or some sliver or something, that could be really useful in a pinch. And I don't know what this is. I think it's supposed to be a toothpick. I don't know. Maybe that could be useful in the bush if you're really trying to clean your teeth. I don't know. But this thing, little story time, I found this thing. And I found it at a mall. And I tried to hunt down the person who actually left it behind. I ran around looking for this person. It's not a very complicated Swiss Army knife, but very useful to have. And you know, frankly, if I was you, I'd go out and buy something like this, at least something that has a blade and a screwdriver and maybe a can opener kind of arrangement, because you never know. There's a lot of people who walk around with sort of an emergency kit. This is a great little emergency kit, frankly, to me. What if you're stuck in your car, you had like a can of soup, but you couldn't open the damn thing? Or what if you had to cut a piece of rope or something, and this thing would save your life, honestly. Try and cut a piece of rope without a knife, or try and open a can of something simple like a can of soup to keep you going. It won't happen without something as simple as a frickin', you know, Swiss Army knife. So my dad was big on these things. I never was. And I happened to run into this thing, and I thought, well, you know, it's kind of a classic thing to talk about. So I thought I'd throw it in on the end of this video about this Swift 1, which I don't know what to do with because it's so freaking limited. But there you go, guys. That's going to be the video for today. Hope you're having a great... Is it Thursday? I think it is. Hey guys, we're back with this Acer Swift 1. So one hell of a limited system is what I would call it. All right, so went to the trouble of removing the back of this thing with a number of screws. Broke a piece off, whatever that is, because they always make it impossible to open them. And here it is. This is what you get with a new laptop. A lot of shielding. Nothing upgradable. There's our one card. We could salvage, I guess. This is where we'd replace the dead CMOS battery. But nothing that I can see. How do I upgrade this thing? Where do I upgrade this thing? How do I upgrade this thing? There's nothing there. Okay, you got a speaker. I don't know what this is. There's nothing there to upgrade. It's all sealed off. You got some, you know, obviously connections to your touchpad. Probably this is a connection to your, I'm assuming this is some kind of connection to your keyboard, I guess. I don't know. Not a lot to work with here. I guess you can tighten the screws to the flipping screen. That's about it. There's nothing here. You could maybe upgrade this. That's it. And you can replace the CMOS battery. There's just nothing here to replace. There's nothing here to upgrade. There's nothing here to work with. What do you do with a system like this? It's like everything's sealed off. Guys, this is what you're facing in the next generation of tech. It's a frickin' cell phone. You use it for a few years, you throw it out. This is the battery. It sits right here, blocking everything really. Oops, I guess it's like this. Whatever. It's sitting here blocking everything, and is it, or is it this way? I guess it's this way. Oh yeah, this is it. Here's the battery. You could replace that, I guess. If you could get the right battery for it. Sits there, you know, basically blocking everything. You take it off and then, oh, maybe underneath here I'll be able to change access some RAM. I don't know. Nothing. There's nothing here. This is like no serviceable parts. So that's my quick video for this unit, because I opened it up for the trouble of seeing if I could put this thing in it. Hoping to put this thing in it. I don't see where I could put that thing in it. I don't see anything here. So is it underneath the keyboard? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't see anything. Is it under here? I have no idea. Under here. I don't know. There's nothing here. Nothing obvious. Oh, this is the kind of laptop that makes me just sad. What do you do with something like this? You know, something breaks, it's like, oh, something broke. Is it this? Is it this? Oh, it broke, and it, okay, throw it out. That's essentially what you're doing with this old tech. So much you could do with the old laptops, so little you can do with this one. And that's gonna be it, guys. 5-minute video. I felt like making it because, yeah, sitting here trying to see what I could do with this thing. No expansion options because it's 64 gigabytes of SSD, which is tiny. You're talking Windows 10 pushing it, or you know, some flavor of Linux that is going to be terrible. So yeah, there you go, guys. That's what we're dealing with. This is the future of laptops. Talk to you later. Bye.